Welcome back. If you feel like your life's busy, you might change your mind after watching this next story. It's about a Kiwi girl who moved to this country from Iraq at the age of 5. She's now in her early 20s. She's a dentist in Hamilton, but also puts every minute she can into an international charity that she started from scratch. Gill Higgins met a true inspiration.
She's very passionate about whatever she does.
It's pretty unusual for such a young person to do more than many people do in their whole lives.
Always willing to help, and she never asks for something back.
Dad couldn't be happier. His daughter isn't just following in his footsteps, she's following her own dream. Dentist by day, charity founder by night.
The minute she walks in, she focuses on her job here. After work, she's on to another mission. I don't know how she does it.
Long nights on the internet, but basically it's rewarding. I mean, the feeling of that you help somebody who's really in need is so rewarding.
It was when asked to look at dentistry in another country for her degree that Assil took a long, hard look at her birthplace, Iraq. It was a sobering experience.
I actually found that assignment very hard to do because I realised that there wasn't much there. Sterilising things that I take for granted every day at work is clean instruments, having clean instruments to use.
She wanted to make a difference. From her little study in Hamilton, she started her own charity to help children with any type of medical problem.
We realistically know that we can't change the face of healthcare in Iraq. That's just not possible. It's not feasible for a small charity like us to do that. So instead, we're focusing on micro projects.
One little person at a time. This is Carla, an Iraqi orphan, abused at home and too scared to go into the classroom. This is Carla after getting intensive counselling. Her need was relatively simple. Others are severe, in a land that has no answers.
How many kids need this kind of help?
That's the question that the United Nations isn't able to answer. So they estimate there's about 5.2 or probably more now million orphans in Iraq. Okay, and these children, they don't have access to healthcare.
So with these decisions you have to make, does it feel like playing God sometimes?
I feel like that all the time.
I see a girl 10 years old.
She hears about cases like Rokia, whose eyesight is failing.
Our colleagues will send us a case and it'll be an urgent case. And this is a case that we can help, but it may require $3,000. Now with that $3,000 we may have been able to say to help 10 other children who are not as urgent.
Going to be planned, okay? If we not do for her the surgery as soon as possible.
Assil's talking with one of over 100 doctors and nurses in Iraq she's got to sign up to work voluntarily for her ICARE charity. It takes the pressure off.
It's not one person making all the choices.
The details of each child go on the website.
How do you get people in New Zealand to care about people that are so far away that they know so little about?
Yeah, I don't have to try very hard, I have to tell you. I think New Zealanders are so caring.
We today climbed the Harbour Bridge just behind us.
Every bit of fundraising helps.
$400 there, it can save a child's life.
All of the money raised goes to help children like Ahmed here. No one gets paid.
The person who's working on our Apple application is a volunteer. The people that wrote and printed the cookbook that we're selling, everything was donated. So, and we want to keep it that way.
So far, ICARE has helped 200 children. It's got a branch in Australia and is planning one in the US. And as if that wasn't enough...
She's also passionate about our own community as well.
I have to give back. I mean, New Zealand's given me so much, and Hamilton in particular has given me so much.
So in her spare time, she gives free dental work to the homeless. She also joined Hamilton's Youth Council and last year was recognised with a local award.
She won it last year because of her absolute outstanding contribution not only to Hamilton and New Zealand but to Iraq, and also her humility.
All this, and it's not that long since her 21st birthday. She's even been asked to give a leadership talk alongside the country's top scientists and educators next month.
These people are much older than I am and they have a lot more life experience, and you know, really interesting stories, and I keep asking, are you sure you want me to be a part of this?
And I see you hang out with John Key sometimes too.
Yeah, I actually gave him a copy of our cookbook.
She's a leader, and I think a lot of people will be inspired by her. I'm inspired by her.
Sometimes I think, oh, what am I doing? I can't save this child. I can't save that one. Is it even worth doing all of this? You know, it's too depressing. But then you remember the people that are behind you and the people that are telling you, yeah, you can actually do it and you're doing really well.